YouTube. Today I'm coming at you guys with a painting video. Um, I didn't want it to not doing the vein of offline or video. I just decided I wanted to do that in case something I miss and all that, so I don't show you guys the messed up part. But just like I said, I start the video. I start video my work because it's my first time for everything. And you're gonna make a mess. When you're doing stuff for the first time, you end up making a mess. So you gotta make sure you clean the doll before you show your work. Just like I say, it's gonna be a mess. Um, the reason that I'm blowing that up and whatever, I'm trying to make sure that I don't go around the mouth. It don't leak everywhere. So you could do it perfect. But there's nothing perfect into doing video, especially to put paint in there, paint in your doll, and you gotta doing it the right way because there's no right way and wrong way, but we just learning different. We're learning different. I'm standing to do that work, and I was supposed to get the little how do I call it, the little I just don't remember how to call it, um things that you clean your ears with and all that. I'm busy. I'm concentrating on whatever to make sure that I don't make a mess. So since my daughter says a good idea for me to video what I'm doing, but I also don't want to make a mess with that video because I that's my second painting um that I'm doing on the mouth because I want to make sure the mouth and the ears match. It's not pink. It's just like kind of pink, but it's not pink. If you look at it and all that, when I haven't been finished everything, whatever. I just started, so I want to make sure my lips is really good and all that, no mistake on it or whatever. So I check it every time before I cooked it. But I started offline off video, so I make sure that nothing dirty on the mouth, because the lips, you got to make sure you do the right thing, especially inside the mouth. You got to make sure when you put in inside a mouth that's open like that, you make sure you go inside. Let me bend it down to see where do I make miss and stuff. And make sure you dry your brush, so when you put it there, so you don't put enough, you don't put a lot, because you don't need a lot. If it's a first coach pen and all that, you go inside the mouth, you see what you missing. Because if that when you finish put it on the new wave oven to cook it, so you don't make a mistake. I don't know if y'all could see me because I think I'm too short. Not too short. I've been down. Even I've been down, I still can't see my hand because I'm not sitting down. I'm standing to do all that work. I don't know how people doing it, but I want to make sure I don't do messed up on the doll. So I want to concentrate on making it perfect because it's a lips. I want my lips to be perfect, but there's nothing perfect in this world and stuff like that. I let it dry a little so I could pounce it and stuff like that. Just wait and see. And stuff like that. I don't know how y'all looking at it and all that. I don't know how it is. but I want to make sure everything is perfect when I'm doing stuff, because you don't want to cook it and then you see a default, you see something wrong with it, because the pen could pull if you don't do it the right way and all that, the right things and stuff. Especially when you're not sitting and all that, everything is not sitting right on your end. So you gotta make sure everything is right. Before I put detail on them, I do the mouth and then I pounce it in order to make sure that um nothing mistake on the ears, nothing and whatever. The creases I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna wait until when I finish putting the color on there, because I don't know how to put it to, because I feel like I'm doing it in a different way. I don't know if y'all see it clear, but I know in my end it's clear. It's clear. Nothing I do that's wrong on the door. And they got a lot of veining, because head have a lot of veining. I don't know if y'all could see it or something, but it got veining in there. But I wasn't really ready to do it online or whatever, but that I have a daughter that makes sure that she want to make sure that I do good and stuff like that. So she will say, "Mom, do the video, do some video and stuff like that." Even so, I mean, she my daughter, she could end up pushing me to do stuff and all. I make sure I do stuff and all that, painting or whatever. And you know what? She's the one that by the way, my name is Born for Reborn. Born for Reborn and all that. And I'm not an artist, but I'm also I like to paint. I like to do a lot of stuff and all that. That's what I've been doing. I paint off the video, because I want to make sure that I'm doing something good, showing something good and all that. I don't even know what I'm doing, because why? Um, I'm concentrating doing stuff, but also I'm talking and looking for my the sponge to do it, because I did it with two sponge, different sponge and all that. So I don't want to put the wrong modeling in there and stuff like that, because I don't want to put different stuff on the doll. And that's what I was trying to tell my daughter. I wanted to do it offline, but she want me to show it to you guys what I do, what kind of work that I'm bringing and stuff like that. And it's not my first time, just like I said, that I reborn indoor. I've been reborn indoor since 2018, but I do it offline because I don't think so. Um I'm like good at it to do it online. But let me start on the back and stuff like that, in case if I messed up, so I could fix the mistake. You could rotate it, make sure the you see everything. You don't go over the line. You don't go over your stump. You don't go over it, because you could mess it up and stuff like that if you don't do it the right way. And make sure when you're doing do it like that, you rotate the sponge, the cosmetic sponge and all that too, so that your 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 dog will have all the stuff and showing and stuff like that. Because I don't, just like I say, I don't really like to do it online. I like to concentrating doing my stuff, but it's something for you guys to see what I do and all that. And if I could find a chair or something, because I'm standing right there to do what I'm doing right now. Just like I said, Born for a Reborn. Try to go on my page and comment it on my page if y'all like what y'all see and stuff like that. It's not my first time doing it, just like I said. I've been reborn in 2019. But I've been collecting in 2000 and I think 17. I've been I mean collecting, but the stuff that I was buying a long time ago, they used to tell me that that's not a reborn. That's doll doll and all that. So I end up decided I wanted to do my own reborning my own dolls. So I could know exactly. But I went to, even so I went to classes and stuff like that. It's still, I was still doing me. I was still doing my own design on the doll. I'm not a person that like to copy on people details and stuff like that. Copy what people doing. I do my own thing. After finish the classes, doing the classes and all that, I end up have the CD. I have the CD, but I have the CD, but I just like I say, I do my own thing and all. I don't even go on my CD to copy what how they do everything. This one is because I see people doing it, and I end up started doing it like that too, veining and all that, because veining could be really hard. Because why? If you put blue on something and all that, you don't put it right, your whole doll gonna be messed up if you don't know how to put it. That's why I told everybody, like, if you started painting and whatever, you better believe that you gotta do it right. Because if that, you're gonna end up having a doll full of blue on their skin. But when I was putting the blue on it, I was scared. I was really scared of putting blue, because I didn't want to mess up my doll. I didn't want to mess up my work. So when I started seeing people doing it, I've been like, okay, I think I'm ready to do what everybody doing and all that. But it's not like, I'm copying. I just do my own thing every day. I get up, I want to do something. um I did what I had to do and all that, but my daughter's motivating me to do YouTube for you guys. And I love to show people what I do and stuff. Like, you see how it come out. You can't really see it, but when it dry, you're gonna see how it's gonna come out. I like to put more detail, more skin tone in there, more stuff in there, so it could show the doll properly. Now I'm gonna put it on somewhere so it could dry, and I have a dry rack to dry my doll, but it's just like, and I'm in a little room and stuff like that. I'm doing everything in a little room and stuff like that. Make sure that you got a space, you got to move around and everything. But I like to do stuff offline. But since my daughter said it would be a good idea for me to do it, since I never done it. And before I do everything, I make sure I did I go on the bottom of the foot, and I put a little blue on the bottom of the foot. Just like I said, blue are easy to show. They're easy to show. You don't have to even put it. You could put it 2 times and stuff like that, and continue of doing it. Like, if I feel like it's not right for me, I'm not gonna do it. But being the fact that I see a lot of people put blue on the bottom of the baby foot, so I end up doing that too. And before I do everything and all that, I like to put vein are very solid. And when you're doing vein, you gotta make sure you don't do it deep, because you're gonna end up messing up your dog. When I'm doing veining, I just do on the top and stuff like that, and go on the ankle. And sometimes I will drag it up there and stuff like that. That's what I do. I do that and then drag it there, so I don't go nowhere far with it. because if in case, like, I know how to take the blue out, swipe the blue out. So I'm gonna do the blue. I'm gonna do the veining. I use sometimes I use the big brush because I know how to control in the hand. And if I feel like, it's not right to do it on with the thing, I would do it with the smaller brush. But this time I just wanted to use the a bigger brush. It needed more. I think I need more blue because it's not showing the vein on the top of the foot, but sometimes it end up showing and all that. I need to put a little more blue on there because we know fact that it's not showing me the way it's supposed to show me. So I'm gonna put a little blue in there, enough blue in order to do the veining on the top of the toes. Cause I don't like to go deep into the vein, but it look like it's showing, but it's showing light, and that's what you need. Don't put, you see the blue. Don't put too much blue on inside the stuff in the liquid. I forget what they call it. I will put it down below, whatever. I will put it on the screen and to show you guys that what I use on my thing. I use alcohol, no, not I use Genesis. Sorry, my bad. You see how I'm messing up already? I use Genesis for my heat set pen. Don't put it straight because if you put it straight, it's not gonna look like vein. It's gonna look like somebody draw on it and stuff like that. So make sure when you're doing it, drag it, not drag it. Put it in the way that your veins showing on your hands and stuff like that. Yeah, you stop right here because I see people put too much vein into a doll. I don't like it. I'm wiping it because I know if you don't take it out fast, blue stain, guys, blue stain. If you making you doing reborn baby doll and you started doing your own thing, don't make sure make sure y'all doing it the right way. Don't put too much and making it look like the baby have I don't know, line up. And then you stop right here, or you could go on the back. A zigzag it. You see how it shows? Don't put too much on your dog. Because when I said that, a vein could be showing so much that you're gonna think that you marking on the dog. Don't put too much. Don't listen to people that be like, oh, you need a lot of vein. No, you just need to pounce it. I pounce the vein, pressing the vein. Sometimes, I make sure that, it don't show too much because when you paint on it, it's not gonna show. If you don't pounce it, you taking some out of it. You make sure you don't put too much vein. Don't put too much vein, guys. You see what I do? I pounce the cosmetic wedges. I pounce it, because you don't want to put too much on the doll foot. You don't want to mess up. Now you gotta we clean it again. and stuff like that. Don't put too much veining on your doll, because those blue, when I say those blue, I will tell y'all guys that what happened to me one time. I had to clean on that doll because I put too much vein in there. People do putting vein in their doll differently. Me, I just do my own thing. I don't really copy on people. I don't copy on people. I just do my own thing. If you make a mess, fix it. And then look, put it light. Don't let it stay too long and all that for you not to pounce it. Blue, it goes so fast into your doll and all that. I pounce it until I take some out. Okay, that's veining. I don't know if y'all could see it and stuff like that. Yes, y'all could see. That's veining and stuff like that. I put some on the bottom of the foot. Sometimes I go back to see if it's enough. Then I pounce it until it look like that. Now what I do and all that, I do the same thing that I did on the when I was doing the head, when I was putting detail on the head. Where I use the same purple, because everybody doing their own stuff different. And I don't want nobody to think that they gotta do the way that everybody doing it. You could do it your own way. You don't have to do it somebody the way someone do it. That's me like you copy and you what you did. I don't want to do it right here because I would have had to move the doll right here for me to do it. So I pounce it in on the thing dog pad, and then I move it around. They have people. They have people that are doing it so fast. Me, I'm not a professional. I'm not gonna do it fast. You don't have to do it perfect or whatever. It's just you need a lot of stuff like that. You could go on the bottom of the foot too. Make sure you're doing it right, because just like I said, you don't want to go back and redo it again, because sometimes you put a detail, you put those detail on the doll, and it don't show the right way. Now you've been like, oh wow, I could have take my time to do it. Take your time and reborning your doll. Takes your time. You see, all everywhere. I put the stuff everywhere. If you're missing something, like you miss a spot, go back and we fix it again, cause it don't. I mean, like, it's not gonna mess up because of what you're doing right now. It makes the dog look the way you want it. And some people, they be like, oh, okay, um um that person don't do it right or whatever. Okay, we all don't do stuff the same way. Okay, we all ain't gonna do it perfect. Okay, I did that. I missed something. You do that, and then you let it dry. You let that the legs dry before you put it in the oven. Before you put it in the new wave oven, you gotta do all that. I'm gonna do the arms, and then I'm not gonna talk, so I'm gonna do it a little faster, just because it's taking time. It's taking time, so I'm just gonna do it a little fast. After doing this one, okay. This one I'm gonna put veining on, veining on the hand, on the palm of the hands. You gotta do that, okay. And then you don't put too much, and then you pounce it. You could open the hand because it's a doll. It's a doll. You could open it because you don't want to leave no blue inside the hand. You see, it's well done. Well done. I have a little spot. It's well done. You don't need it to be deep. If you want it more and all that, you just do that. Do it like that. Do it like that. If you need more, but if you don't need more, you don't need to put too much in there. You dried it. You pounce it. Don't swipe it. If you swipe it, it's gonna go everywhere. Or you open your the finger and you go inside the hand. You know, make sure it make sure it's correct. Make sure it's correct. Make sure nothing showing too much too deep. I don't like it to be deep, but sometimes I like to keep on going back on it to see if I could do it the way. Let me pounce it with that. So it could go it don't have to run nowhere. And then now you're gonna use the sponge, the cosmetic wedges and stuff like that. And then you bend the make sure you hold that, you bend it, because you don't want to leave nothing on inside the hands. You don't want to leave a blue staying inside the hand. Now it's good. So we move along with something else. Now it's the vein. Doing the vein. And I'm not putting too much vein because just like I said, I don't want my baby to have too much vein. You see, you gotta wipe it fast, because blue, if you leave it too long, it's gonna stain on your doll. And then you turn it around. You do that. My bad if y'all couldn't see. Veining is not straight. It's just zigzag. You look at your vein on your hands, on top of your hands, then they're not straight. They zigzag it. They zigzag. You don't do it like that, you're gonna have a messed up doll. Messed up doll, and you pounce it. You pounce your line. You pounce your veining. Make sure you pounce it real good, so when you put the detail on it, so it don't show messed up. And you go on top of it too, and you do that. You black it, you black the line, that the thing that you put on top of the hands, so it don't look like you write on it. I don't know if y'all seen it, because I, just like I said, it's uncomfortable because I'm standing to do all that, to show you guys what I do and all that and how I do it. Okay. Some people, they go around to do it. Me, I like to do it my own way, the way I wanted to learn, the way I wanted to do it. I don't put too much vein in. I go back here, and then I pounce it. Let me see. Because you don't want it to be deep blue. You're not marking your baby. You putting veining onto the baby, not marking it and stuff. Now I could say, like, it's done, because I don't want to put too much vein in there. It's done. It's done. You could just do a little right here, and then you pounce it. You could do little. I'm telling you guys, blue is staying fast. You don't pounce it good and all that, you're gonna have messed up dolls, guys. Because people wanted a lot of veining into the doll. No, you don't need a lot of veining on top of it, and running right here and stuff. That's all you gotta do. Run it right here. And that's what I do. Now I could only, I'm gonna do it fast and all that, the detail on it fast. And then you pounce it somewhere, because you don't want to put too much. We're gonna go on top of the hen. You could go inside of the hen too. When you finish doing all that with the doll, whatever, with the kit, then you're gonna wait until it dry. Don't go and put it in the new wave oven while it's not dry, because it's gonna make it look like a I don't know, it's gonna mess up your doll too at the same time. Make sure it dry, like powder. Sometimes people put all to at the same time, and then let it dry.